Rodriguez unleashing combinations and down goes Negrete.
Many experts already view him as boxing's next pound-for-pound star.
Even if the beat punch. Oh, there it was! The money shot! And Caboon's ready to go! And down it goes!
His style blends explosive offense, refined technique, and relentless aggression.
And there it was again. They'll wave it off. A good stoppage. It's over. Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
And despite his young age, he has already captured world titles in multiple weight classes, proving that he can stand with and even dominate the elite.
We're only in round 3. Guevara trying to fight his way out of this trouble, but he got clipped with a beautiful right uppercut.
This is Jesse Bam Rodriguez, one of the brightest and most dangerous young champions in the sport today. But before we get into the video, please consider using your hype feature on this video. It will help support your favorite fighters like Jesse Rodriguez and help us to keep creating content. Born on January 20th, 2000 in San Antonio, Texas, Jesse Rodriguez never set out to be a fighter. He was just a regular kid, more interested in school and skateboarding than anything else. But fate has a way of sneaking up on you. One afternoon, he tagged along with his older brother, Joshua Franco, to the San Fernando Boxing Club. Joshua, then 4 years older, was the one chasing boxing dreams. With gloves strapped tight and ambition burning in his eyes, Jesse was just there to watch that fire. But the sound of leather cracking against the heavy bag sank into him. What started as harmless curiosity soon became an obsession. And before anyone realized it, Jesse wasn't just standing on the sidelines anymore. He was in the ring, gloves on and fire lit. In only a few short years, the quiet skater kid transformed into one of the brightest young prodigies in American boxing. He stormed through the amateur ranks, stacking up gold like it was second nature, including 2 U.S. National Youth Championships back-to-back in 2015 and 2016. The coveted U.S. Junior Open crown in 2016, and even a silver medal at the 2015 Junior World Championships. In 2017, Jesse Rodriguez stepped into the professional ranks and wasted no time making noise, blasting out 2 opponents with brutal knockouts in his first 4 fights.
Rodriguez unleashing combinations and down goes Negrete.
On September 5th, 2020, he stepped up against WBC light flyweight title contender Janiel Rivera and needed just 1 round to flatten him with a ruthless knockout. His next outing came on December 12, 2020 against Saul Juarez, and once again Rodriguez delivered in spectacular fashion, dropping Juarez and finishing the job with a brutal second-round knockout.
To close out this year strong, and him himself wanting a world title shot in 2021. As in round 2, beautiful shot.
That emphatic win only fueled his hunger, leaving Rodriguez openly calling for a world title shot in 2021. After the statement win over Juarez, Jesse Rodriguez was convinced a world title shot was next. For months, he sharpened his tools in camp, believing he'd be facing WBA junior flyweight champion Esteban Bermudez. But when that fight collapsed, he was instead paired with veteran Jose Alejandro Burgos. Rodriguez treated it like business as usual, and another chance to show the world what he could do. From the opening bell, he picked Burgos apart with clinical precision, using the first 3 rounds to systematically break him down and uncover every weakness.
I mean, they're just, they're easy to spot.
Pick him up.
By the 4th, Rodriguez knew his opponent was a shell of himself and went in for the finish.
What's your favorite drill in the gym to work on footwork, to improve your footwork? Oh, nice 1-2 for Rodriguez. Split the guard perfectly.
Angles and pivoting. You forget about the jab.
Oh, nice inside left hand, and that wobbled Burgos a little bit. Belize, and the call before the storm. A left hand buckles the knees, and down goes El Nino.
Burgos showed grit by climbing off the canvas, but it only delayed the inevitable. Rodriguez swarmed him with a vicious onslaught, sealing the night with a violent stoppage that left no doubt he was ready for bigger things.
And there it was again. They'll wave it off. A good stoppage. It's over. Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
In his next scheduled bout, Jesse Rodriguez was originally lined up to face Fernando Diaz for the WBCU SNBC flyweight title. But just days before the fight, his entire career trajectory changed. Rodriguez signed with Matchroom Boxing and got the call of a lifetime, stepping in as a late replacement for Srisaket Sor Rungvisai and taking on the battle-tested 34-year-old veteran Carlos Cuadras for the vacant WBC super flyweight crown. It was a massive leap in competition, but Bam didn't flinch. The fight opened competitively, with Cuadras digging hard to the body, looking to slow the young contender down.
Aiming at the body of Rodriguez as well, and it's a good strategy to stop the movement and the legs.
But once Rodriguez settled into his rhythm, the tables turned and Cuadras got bammed. Cuadras showed the resilience of a veteran, recovering and pressing forward. But Rodriguez kept him honest with blistering hand speed, sharp uppercuts, and punishing body shots that forced the Mexican star to stay cautious.
To the knockout, he's still not ignoring the body, still getting the angles. Cuadras.
As the rounds wore on, Cuadras mounted a late surge, charging forward with heavy shots as Rodriguez began to slow.
Body shot by Cuadras right there, a little strong.
But despite the veteran's desperate push, Rodriguez's early dominance, crisp combinations, and poise under fire carried him across the finish line.
Still trying to hurt Carlos Cuadras.
Great showing by both of these fighters. Appears to be Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
When the final bell rang, the judges' scorecards confirmed what the world had just witnessed. At only 22 years old, Jesse Bam Rodriguez had captured a unanimous decision victory to become the youngest active world champion in boxing.
When I fight Sor Rungvisai, if I do fight him, it's just going to be another masterful performance, and people, like you said, I'm going to shock the world again.
Srisaket Sor Rungvisai. In his very first title defense, Jesse Rodriguez was thrown straight into the fire against the man he had replaced to fight Cuadras, the feared Thai veteran, Srisaket Sor Rungvisai, with over 50 wins to his name. Sor Rungvisai wasn't just any challenger. He was the man who had dethroned the division's former kingpin, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, first by decision, and then in their brutal rematch where he floored Gonzalez and knocked him out. Cold Srisaket's resume only grew deadlier when he went to war with Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada, narrowly losing a majority decision in a fight packed with unforgettable exchanges. But none of that history intimidated Rodriguez. From the opening bell, the 22-year-old champion came out firing with his dazzling movement, blazing hand speed, and surgical accuracy, putting Sor Rungvisai on notice.
By Bam Rodriguez.
Big straight left followed by a jab. Good see.
Rodriguez there almost took his arms off his feet.
There was a check right hook, and it started by baiting him.
Rodriguez used perpetual motion to dismantle the Thai's forward march, darting in with sharp combinations and sliding out before Rungvisai could answer.
Whenever you're dealing with a young fighter or a young champion, you want to see how he's going to react.
In the fourth round, Rodriguez landed a barrage of power shots that staggered Sor Rungvisai, suddenly flipping the veteran from aggressor to survivor.
Some of those jabs, Sergio, as you mentioned before, are defensive jabs. They're to knock Sor Rungvisai off his timing.
They're defensive jabs and they're power jabs. Look at that party there.
By round 6, the body attack and relentless pressure began to tear Sor Rungvisai apart, each punch setting up the finish.
That's beautiful power boxing right there. He's not even stepping back. He got the range down of Sor Rungvisai. It's only his upper body moving back, and he's
taking something out of him.
Because he's intimidated by the speed and the angles and the use.
Then came the breakthrough in round 7, as Rodriguez uncorked a lightning-fast left hand that sent Sor Rungvisai crashing to the canvas.
Seeing out with the old and in with the new. A left hand sends Rungvisai down.
It was an overhand left that caught him at an angle.
In round 8, Bam slammed the door shut, with Sor Rungvisai pinned helplessly against the ropes and absorbing a savage assault. The referee had no choice but to step in, waving off the fight. Rodriguez hadn't just defended his title, he had demolished a living legend, proving that his reign was no fluke, but the dawn of something truly special.
People, like you said, who are casuals really now know Bam Rodriguez, so what are you going to do differently this time around?
Saturday night, you're going to see even better performance than the Rungvisai and Quadras. After those fights, I feel like that wasn't even the best meet yet, so come Saturday night, I feel like I'm going to be satisfied with my performance.
Following this emphatic victory, Rodriguez cemented his future by extending his contract with Matchroom Boxing. For his second title defense, he was matched against a seasoned veteran, three-time world title challenger, and WBC's number 10 ranked super flyweight Israel Gonzalez. As soon as the war kicked off, Israel Gonzalez wisely ripped shots to the body, while Rodriguez snapped back with lightning-quick counters of his own.
Now, if you remember, before he faced Carlos Quadras, a fight he took on 1 week's notice, he was prepared to fight at, I believe, 108 pounds, maybe moving up to 112, 115.
Good uppercut in the inside by Gonzalez, and he's still digging down.
In the third round, Rodriguez stepped on the gas, pressing the action and trying to overwhelm Gonzalez, but the challenger held his ground, stinging the champ with sharp, straight punches.
Good body shots there by Gonzalez. Whenever a fighter's keeping his range like that, it's hard to get those pivots to the left and the right of them.
Round 4 was nothing short of a firefight, with both men throwing bombs, trading leather in the center of the ring, and refusing to back down.
Getting on the inside and taking away.
Boy, Gonzalez is just grinding this. And look, he went the distance with those other big fighters. Bam's got to be careful about giving away. If this goes to full 12.
Both of them.
The chaos bled into the fifth, where Rodriguez's energy and aggressive style gave him a slight edge in the exchanges.
By the way, Bam Rodriguez.
By the sixth, it had turned into a war, as both fighters dug deep and fired punches like there was no tomorrow.
Percentage-wise, he's definitely doing better.
Jerwin and Cajas, the only fighter to ever stop Israel Gonzalez, and that was 4 years ago. But Bam's landed some heavy power punches here.
The eighth round brought a pause after an accidental clash of heads, but when the action picked back up, Rodriguez shifted into another gear, starting to take full command. Still, two unfortunate low blows cost him a point.
That was low, but
Even with the deduction, Rodriguez controlled the championship rounds, staying in the driver's seat with sharper combinations and superior conditioning. When the final bell rang, the decision was clear. Rodriguez walked away with a comfortable victory, proving once again that he was the man to beat at super flyweight. On October 28, 2022, the WBO Ratings Committee approved Jesse Rodriguez's request to be recognized as the #1 contender in the flyweight division, securing his right to fight for the title. The timing couldn't have been better, as Junto Nakatani vacated the belt to move up to super flyweight. The organization quickly ordered a showdown for the vacant crown between Rodriguez and the WBO's #2 ranked flyweight, Christian Gonzalez. The stage was set for April 8, 2023, at the Boeing Center at Techport in Rodriguez's hometown of San Antonio, Texas. The atmosphere was electric, with a sea of fans roaring for their local hero. From the opening bell, Rodriguez fed off that energy, storming out with his trademark aggression.
Bulldozer fighters who's going to come out and overwhelm you. He's going to slowly pick you apart and then try and finish it.
Smart foot pressure and foot face like that.
In the first 5 rounds, he dominated Gonzalez, pressing the action and piling up points, while the crowd cheered every punch.
Rodriguez, big, heavy hands again. This crowd's wanting Bam to turn up the heat, and he caught him with the left.
Rodriguez stayed disciplined as the rounds ticked by, slipping out of danger and landing the cleaner, sharper shots to keep Gonzalez under control.
I want to see Ben start stabbing Gonzalez to the body. That's going to...
By the 10th round, it was clear who owned the ring. Rodriguez was dictating the pace, smothering Gonzalez's late attempts to turn the tide.
Fight just to make... He's a spoiler to make guys look bad. Of course he wants to become a champion, but he knows that he's outclassed.
In the closing seconds, both fighters emptied the tank, swinging for glory as the crowd roared, their chins tested but unbroken.
To the heads.
After 12 grueling rounds, Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez had his hand raised, crowned the new WBO flyweight champion.
I've never been one to say no to a fight. I've always accepted a fight. You know that, Eddie. This is the best versus the best. This is what every boxer dreams of. You know, unifying titles. December 16th is going to be a movie.
On December 16th, 2023, Jesse Rodriguez faced his biggest test yet in four-time IBF flyweight champion Sonny Edwards in the main event of a DAZN broadcast at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. From the opening bell, it was clear Rodriguez had all the advantages in size, power, and youth. Rodriguez damaged Sonny's left eye midway through round 2, and Edwards later admitted his vision was compromised.
Good shot to the body right there, but the check hooked by Sonny. Look back and forth.
In the corner, Barry.
That's a real problem for a man who needs that vision to react.
You can see that Bam continues going for that eye with that.
As the fight wore on, Rodriguez only got sharper, bruising the other eye with his crushing blows.
Smile on the face of Edwards there as well.
Whoa, nice counter left. Sonny now just ate it right. This thing's heating up.
Still, Edwards kept firing back without hesitation. But that only left him open for sniper-like shots from Rodriguez.
On balance, and now Sonny's sitting down throwing bombs. Kind of damage, Barry.
Of course we haven't, but I've never seen someone as good as this.
Bam's talking, and Sonny might be hurt. He might be in trouble.
Sonny better get out of there.
By round 9, his mouthpiece was sent flying, and he was dropped for the first time in his career. That was all his corner needed to throw in the towel. On March 19th, 2024, it was revealed that Jesse Rodriguez was in talks with 34-year-old WBC super flyweight champion Juan Francisco Estrada. By March 28th, the fight was made official, set for June 29th, 2024, at the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Rodriguez wasted no time setting the pace against the seasoned veteran with nimble footwork and slick boxing that left Estrada chasing shadows.
Lagallo and making him respect him.
Nice shot there.
Watch, making him miss.
And he's sticking to his game.
What a body shot by Bam on the inside.
And the breaks through from the champion.
If something's going to change.
Nice right hook connects.
When you fought first, he threw it from an angle he couldn't see there, Estrada.
It's always the angle.
Estrada had his moments early in the 4th.
Having his way with a brilliant defensive master around the elbow of Gallo.
The body shot there by Estrada, digging in.
But Bam turned the tide with a perfectly timed straight left hand to turn his foe's legs into jelly.
Nice uppercut, and the left hand floors Gallo Estrada.
What a shot, straight down the pipe.
Estrada survived and turned the tables on Rodriguez with a flash knockdown in the 5th round.
From Bam Rodriguez. Hard right hand by Estrada, and down goes Bam. Are you kidding me?
But Jesse quickly cleared the cobwebs and ended the round on a high.
Straight forward.
Yeah, that right hand's been the weapon for him, hasn't it? This round, Estrada.
Huge uppercut.
See, this is what you get with veterans.
By the 7th, Rodriguez had measured his opponent like a master craftsman, and he ended his misery with a liver shot that landed like a bolt of lightning.
Puts out Gallo down in a heap. And he stands over.
On November 9th, 2024, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jesse Rodriguez was scheduled to defend his WBC super flyweight title against a 35-year-old veteran and former champion in the junior bantamweight division. From the word go, Guevara looked completely outsized in both presence and skill. But instead of playing it smart, he chose to stand his ground and sling leather with the younger, sharper champion.
Good left cross there from Bam Rodriguez. And she suffered his first career loss to John Rael Casimero, but now 12 years later, he's in a marquee fight here against Bam Rodriguez.
Good body shots being landed by both fighters.
That gamble backfired in brutal fashion. By the third round, Rodriguez trapped him on the ropes and detonated a left hook that sent the veteran crashing to the canvas. Guevara beat the count, but his fighting spirit dragged him straight back into the fire, and moments later a savage left uppercut crushed him face first into the mat.
Trying to fight his way out of this trouble, but he got clipped with a beautiful right uppercut.
That's a dangerous shot by
and they've stopped it! Jesse Bam!
The referee didn't need a second look. The fight was over, and Rodriguez had authored yet another ruthless finish. On July 21, 2025, Jesse Rodriguez took another massive step toward undisputed glory at 115 pounds when he squared off against Fumilela Cafu. The 25-year-old southpaw from San Antonio dictated the terms early.
Right on the belt line is Bam, and it forces Cafu to open.
Fluid combination by Bam Rodriguez.
Using slick footwork, crafty feints, and a relentless body attack to break Cafu down while still tagging him upstairs.
Like he normally does. So far, I think it's all right. It's pretty good.
Good right hand. As Bam beat him to the punch, there's light mouse under the left eye of Bam Rodriguez as he lands an uppercut and a right hand.
To his credit, Cafu refused to fold quietly.
Short right uppercut by Bam.
Good left from Cafu there.
Opening up a little bit. That gives more opportunities for Rodriguez.
The pink-haired underdog kept marching forward and earned Rodriguez's respect with sharp counter rights that found their mark. But by the middle rounds, the pressure began to tell.
Good shot. Whoa, what a combination. Maybe the best moment of the fight for Bam, and Cafu's on the right.
Rodriguez cranked up the tempo in rounds 7 through 9, ripping Cafu apart until the challenger's corner was left questioning if he had anything left.
Bam's patient.
Their fears were confirmed in the 10th when the fight was waved off and Rodriguez once again stood tall as the unstoppable force at super flyweight.
Even if the beat punched.
Oh, there it was! The money shot, and Cafu's ready to go, and down he goes!
Good job by the referee not stopping this fight.
What lies ahead for Jesse Rodriguez? He's already proven he can outclass the best, but the real question now is whether he can dominate across multiple weight divisions and carve out a place among the sport's pound-for-pound elites. One thing is certain, at just 25 years old, Rodriguez has already etched his name into boxing history, and his greatest nights may still be waiting for him. The future is wide open, and if his journey so far is any indication, Bam Rodriguez is only just getting started. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.